Hello everybody, my name is Christina Pyatak. I am 17 years old and a senior in Sheraton High School. I'll be turning 18 this summer in August, so I'm actually one of the younger ones in my class. I've lived in Sheraton, Iowa my entire life with my parents and my siblings. I have 5 siblings. I have 2 younger brothers, Jonathan and Jason. They're twins actually. And then I have a younger sister named Adriana, as well as an older sister named Vanessa and an older brother named Mark. Mark is the oldest in our family. He actually got married this summer. He's 19 years old, and so his wife is also 19. Her name is Naomi, and he met her in Indianola, which is a church I go to. And since Naomi is so young, it's nice to have a new sister who's around the same age as me, because now I have a good bond with the new sister. I have one pet. I have a husky named Kita. We've had her for about 7 years now, and we used to have a lot of cats as well. We had some bobcats that were outside, as well as a few Persian cats that lived in the house with us. But my dad and some of my brothers are actually allergic to cats, so we no longer have them because it doesn't really work as well. Some of the hobbies I have are playing tennis. I've played tennis 2 years for my high school, and I'm planning to play this year for my senior year. And then I enjoy cooking and baking. I actually used to really hate cooking. Before COVID, I did not know how to make anything. I could hardly fry an egg, but COVID just gave me a lot of free time, so I learned how to bake then, and now it's something I'm really passionate about. And then I enjoy hanging out with my friends in my youth. I love to try new things, so I like to explore with my friends. And I also spend a lot of time with my youth. I go to church in Indianola, Iowa. The church is called International Christian Church, and so it's a mixture between Americans, Russians, and Ukrainians, which my background is Ukrainian, so both of my parents came from Ukraine. They moved when they were young. My mom was about 5 years old and my dad was about 20. They first lived in Washington before moving to Iowa when they got married. I spend quite a bit of time in my church. I go about 3 times a week, more or less depending on the events of the week. I go on Thursdays for choir. I sing for my church choir on Sundays, and then I go on Fridays. I teach a Bible and a Russian school class. Since my church is Russian Ukrainian, it's more Russian based, and so I teach Russian to the kids to keep the culture in our church. And then on Sundays I also go to church for service as well as youth later in the day. Some goals that I have for after high school is to go to Indian Hills Community College in Ottumwa, and I plan to get my associate's degree for an ultrasound technician, so that's 2 years of college. The reason I chose Ottumwa for Indian Hills is because of the location. It's only about an hour from where I live, and so I plan to stay at home and drive to college. That way I can save money by living at home. And then some other long-term goals I have is traveling. Like I said before, I love to explore new things, so I'm excited to travel after college and hopefully pursue my dream there. And yeah, that's about everything there is to know about me. Can't wait to meet you guys.